Okay, so we got our main event here. And, hey, if EU wants to come back, they gotta get a 2-0 sweep here from Tom. So, let's show the final round pairing here with the leaders and everything. So we got Team Deck Planets, Tom Smith on the left here. 2-0. 2-0 in Fight Night Series. Absolute beast. Right here, we're playing for number one. Number one in our DVSL World Rankings here. Eric is defending his championship. And, we got here Cell Surge on Eric's side, which you know him, famous launch player here. Got his first big launch debut at the Dragon Ball Super League Canada Championships. And we got Tom Smith with his number one boy here. He hasn't put it down yet, but I think we all have a clue what it's going to be.
Are you guys running any proxies in your deck?
But whenever they are ready, judges, they are good to start.
That's fine. No, just not current deck. I just want to make sure that, because, you know, if there are proxies, we should reveal the proxies. Everyone's okay with it. Okay.
And yeah, guys, Wish Gohan. Now, that was the deck I was talking about. I was like, holy. But yeah, he's bringing the 16 to play here.
You're not ready for the Wish Gohan. You ain't ready.
Oh, nobody's ready for that. I can't wait. And as you can see, we brought DH Zaibatsu back. Pilgor had to go run to the Pilgor had to run to the store and pick up milk, so his son couldn't find him in 18 years. So that's we got DH here.
Yeah, you're gonna have to make do with me again, unfortunately.
Yes, get some more professionalism in here. Oh, we got the coach in the background. We're gonna have to DQ Eric instantly there. They're shuffling their decks. Is he running away from the spider? Yeah, I think he had to grab the hockey stick. I think the spider won. I think that was the real truth. He had to leave his house. The spider owns the house now.
Look at this. You got all this shine from Eric, and then you just got all this dark broodingness from Tom. He's out for blood.
See, that's how you tell the time of the day here. Canadian player from Montreal here, Eric. So still daylight out. Tom, I think what's that? 5 hours ahead. So it's 11 p.m. there. Yeah, he's there sitting in the dark. Bumbleoot's in chat. You'll already at 11 p.m. See, I can remember.
And not keeping the first rank.
Okay, I gotta do these predictions.
So yeah, just in case if you haven't seen Android 16 or specifically Tom play it, you're going to be in for a wild ride.
Yeah, he did bring it last fight night, and he was shredding some face with it. And that is what I like to see, that lineup there. And of course, Eric couldn't go anywhere without that launch deck. If he didn't, then he wouldn't even be Eric. So popularizing that deck. He's got a rep to it till he dies.
Hell yeah, that's what it's all about. Repping it all the time. So just laying out the life here, guys.
Okay, this is the final match of the night, ladies and gentlemen. So that's the last prediction.
Let's get some hype in the chat, boys.
Yeah,
last prediction. Let's get some hype in the chat, boys. Let's go.
Spend those Timbits, because this is the last match until next fight night. Throw them all down.
Oh yeah.
Bumbleoops, another cheer 100 bits. Thank you so much. Cheering there for Tom, of course. Irritorm, the career ender. I like this. I like this.
We'll get him next time. All or nothing. Gotta go that 3k on Tom. Unbiased.
3k on Tom. See? I want to root for Tom here because of the decks. But we gotta root for separate people here. This is just gonna be a one-sided commentary fest, so... okay, now we're getting up in there. We got 16k on Eric, and we got 8.1k on Tom.
Oh, everyone's going big. Go big or go home. Main event time.
Yeah, main event. It's over after this, so... This is where all the marbles come down, okay? It's the
All the
king over here. Yeah. Got the champion here on the right, Eric Stiletto, and the challenger on the left, Tom. Whoever wins this is number 1. So is Eric gonna keep the throne, or is the crown gonna go overseas to Europe?
Gonna be an interesting one. There's definitely no doubt. This first game's gonna be, well, very interesting. To be fair, we've got a set. Well, in my mind, I treat Android 16 kind of like a Surge leader, just because of the way.
Yeah. To be fair, yeah, I think he's an unofficial Surge leader. The Cell Surge, though, I believe. Another 100 bits from Bumbles. Thank you so much. Yes, marbles, of course. Let's do it.
Marbles.
But I think those 3 decks that Erica is running is the spirit of the other DBM players. From what I was looking at, that Cell Surge is the Cell Maidens that his teammate ran in our Toy Trove Championships. So he's
with
taking
the
this
arrival from the extra booster.
Yeah.
Oof.
He took their souls and put them into the decks. Will he know how to pilot them? We'll see.
Doing the Spirit Bomb that can handle all the energy.
Very true.
So just going through the motions at the moment, not too much going on. You know, these decks are kind of slow at the moment.
Yep, and of course.
Turn 3 onwards, they'll get going. But there we go. There's the turn 2 player there, just ramping up.
2 minutes left. Looks like we got 62% for Eric and 38% for Tom. I know if cool commentator Pilgar went in the chat, he's going to try to bet as many Timbits as possible so he can make me play another licensed movie game. God, I hope it's... You know what, Surf's Up wasn't that bad, but let's see what these... yeah.
It's enough to make a grown man cry. True.
Bet my last 600 too. Hey, you bet him for Tom. Maybe you can win it all back. He is the underdog according to the bets. You can make that moolah back. USA is Captain Marvel. We have Captain Marvel. That could be his new name.
So just using the Goku ape there, just fresh out, draw 2 new cards. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, of course not. Okay, gonna have 4 energy on the side of Tom here.
So now this is where Tom should really be making some plays with Android 16 now.
Mm-hmm. He has access to both the arrivals now with 4 energy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he put one in the drop already to combo with. Well, he can't anyway, he's not awakened, but... Let's see what he's dropping there.
So it drops the Android 21 Heroic Rare?
Villain
Rare,
the villain, yeah. Is Eric ready to spend the rest of his life in the Shadow Realm? I don't know, this is a Shadow game after all, so whoever loses is sent to the Shadow Realm.
It's not just Timbits on the line, it's the souls.
Yeah, souls are on the line as well. Okay, what do we got? Oh, prediction closed. Okay, so we got 60% for Eric and 40% for Tom. 16.4k Timbits to 10.9.
Interesting.
Pretty close. I know Bumbaloo's is just hoping there that Tom wins for the sake of the Timbits. That's it. No other reason.
No other reason. Just win my money, please.
Yeah. The second most
So-
formidable deck, Planet Warrior. Really? I don't know. He's undefeated. He may be the first most. He may be the most after this.
So he's awakening here. Drawing 3 cards, I think that was in total, essentially.
Yep. And yeah, I was right about the Cell, because I do see the Jameezan energy. This is definitely the Cell Maidens that wreaked havoc on the Toy Trove tournament. And yeah, there's the arrival. Now, what is he taking out here?
Well, you'd think it would be the burn one, but you can obviously go for the ramp as well. Looks like he's going for the ramp one.
Hey, fair enough. It is a blocker as well, too.
Yep. With the energy he has standing up with Soul Sage as well, I suppose he just feels that it's just essentially it's in hand. It's going to be free, a free blocker that can ramp, but using the effect to actually play the burn one.
Yep, looks like, yep. He's burning, that looked like Avatar there.
Yeah, look like Avatar burn, yeah. So he's ramped quite a bit this time, and I want to say he's got a little novel in his hand as well.
Oh yeah, that is... I feel like all of his decks are going to be like that.
Yeah.
Launch especially. Oh, there we go. Searching his deck. Was he dropping there? Yep, the 2-drop Ribrianne.
Yeah.
Oh, the Ogre theme started playing. This some scary stuff could happen here.
And that's why he's got the black background behind him, Tom.
Exactly.
He's in the ogre room.
Yep.
Looking to really put some damage on with this one. I mean, the Bad Omen, is it 20k or 25k? I can't quite remember.
I believe 25. It's higher than it looks.
Yeah. I can't... So that's Shocking Death Ball? I think so.
Yep. Well, it is working for the dramatic effect there. Having the being in the darkness, it's working. It's trying the intimidation tactics.
True. It is final boss Tom after all.
And yes, Turn to Stone is completely right.
So very strategic plays, pretty optimal plays. No one going out too fancy, like trying to take any risks. Just taking the time, slow and steady.
Yeah, taking the time. He is running a blue leader. He is tapped out, but blue leader, he's got access to Dimension Magic here, so thick hand like that doesn't seem like there's a real threat coming this turn from Cell Surge.
Yeah. I imagine Cell Surge awakens this turn. I'd like to think.
Being at 3 life, yep.
You know, 4 energy, could play with that and untap 2 so he has some on defense, or he could just have 6 energy to play with offensively. I doubt that, but it's still an option. Never know. Just a few options that he can go by, but he really needs to start establishing a board, especially looking at Tom's situation. You know, having quite a big hand and having quite a few, you know, cards on board. Granted, 2 of them are, you know, weenies.
Which is a good thing that Tom is keeping on the board. Because if this is the deck I'm thinking of, he does have the booster Android 13 that makes your opponent wipe 2 of their own cards.
Yep.
And those are 2 targets for that.
Exactly. It's just these type of things you always have to keep in mind, but don't worry, Tom will be thinking about that. Very, very, very good player.
Chat going, we need the Pokemon theme song. If we get the Pokemon theme song, I'm getting shut down by Twitch.
1 second into it,
Yeah,
you'll
1 second.
you'll get the guitar and that's it.
I wanna be... And then done.
I wanna...
And yes, more of the disgusting TN with flowers on his head. I love it.
I did wonder what that emote was.
Yeah, it's a horrifying whole picture I had on a TN stream. I'll have to show it to you later, but I'm just like, I'm cropping that face out and just making it an emote.
Beautiful. We can see here Eric really trying to think about what he's trying to do here. He's got to really think about it on these types of turns, you know. Tom can really go off next turn, so especially being on 3 life.
3 life,
think out every single play. But he's awakened there, so filter some more cards, see what he gets.
Will he use a surge effect to make the cards become played in rest mode?
Hey Eric, can you just move the leader card down a bit? Just 'cause it's not in...
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because the snipe effect isn't going to really have to. I mean, you do get to blow something up and get a snipe. Granted, he has a huge hand, but it might maybe be better than the resting because I mean, you can do the rest for stuff that enters play, but if he just goes for more of a burn strategy, he's not really bothering about the swings. He can just take his time.
Very true.
Just keep playing burn cards, but we'll have to see what he does, what he decides upon. But he's thinking about what effect to use, I think, after he goes for a 15k swing.
And let's see.
Well, I imagine he's going to go for the 5k that's in rest, the 121. If he's thinking about bringing out the arrival, which I think he's thinking about. So it's going to be a crucial battle that he's thinking about, taking his time. Yep, so there's the Juro multi, so he gets to send a 4 or less into the drop area.
Mm-hmm.
Now
Sending
the
another
arrival
one.
is live.
Yep, is that trucker hat going to come down or not?
Yep. Is it time to get her done? I think it's time to get her done.
Let's see. And green energy. Ooh, Celt's coming
Ooh,
out. That's not
Celt's
trucker
command,
hat.
Yeah, that's very interesting. So maybe, depending on what he hits, he might go for the Cell snipe, just so he sniped 2 cards this turn.
Okay. He sniped a pseudo super combo there.
That's not bad. 10k's 10k.
Yep.
So he's brought out the is that the Goku, I think? The crit one? The free crit Goku?
Yep.
Quite tell.
That is the
He's
free
brought
crit
that out.
Goku.
So that's a nice body. So he might start trying to like snipe at hand and clear board, and then bring the android arrival out last when he's only got 2 cards left on field, and then at the start of his turn he's just wiped out his entire field. Maybe that might be his goal.
Yep, that's
But there's the trucker hat. There's the boy.
Mm-hmm. He's got 1 energy left. Combo phase is still going on.
Yep.
Okay, defense here. Are we gonna see an arrival?
So he's
Yep,
using
we
that
are.
combo. Yep, 2. So Android 16 from energy, and then obviously procs leader skill where he can, believe it's place the top card of your deck in energy in rest mode.
Mm-hmm. Very efficient play here.
Yep. They're all just making sure, you know, it might seem like it's going on a bit long, but you know, these are both top tier players. They want to make sure that they're just exhausting every option, checking every scenario. Some really top level play. So that might stunt Eric's turn just a little bit. Very well played there by Tom. It really seems to be a pretty vital turn.
For those asking,
go forward.
For those asking in chat, I believe it's 3 life to 3 life right now.
Yes, I believe Tom's on 3 life.
But then again, what Cell's surge effect he used, I don't think he made him snipe a card, so that must mean the rest mode.
Yeah, if he hasn't sniped a card but he's got rid of a material, then it's got to be, yeah.
I believe that
He's definitely an interesting pick. I feel that he must have enough defense to deal with cards on board.
I guess so.
So obviously he has the Demigra Unison, but obviously because his leader isn't mono green, he can't use Dormant Potential.
Oh, Ray says he's not on his board. I think you need to revoke that statement now.
Wait, what?
He said there was a ray on his board, like a ray of light, and then Team Deck Planet Ray came in saying he's not on his board.
Oh no.
Yeah, there you go.
So it's definitely going to be interesting here to see how the rest of this turn goes out.
Okay.
Definitely interesting, definitely interesting. So that's another Ribrion to the drop area. So that's the Demigragon. The Demigra Unison is off board. So hasn't got to worry about any freezer counterplay. It's a big sigh of relief for Tom, definitely. So he's going to swing with the Android leader. Doesn't draw on swing as well, since it's awakened.
Yep, but he does get that. Basically, it's always a 25k.
Yeah, definitely. 25k and his arrival's going to be live.
Yep, which I think he is saving the arrivals for Eric's turn there, since he did the Cell Surge effect. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yep, just swing 25k, you just combo 10k for free and just pass turn. No need to get trigger happy, no need to overextend, just, take your time. Going to be a very, very close finish to this game. So he's detached the other part from Cell. I imagine it's going to be tapped again since he hasn't sniped from hand.
Yeah, he's trying to stall it as long as he can to get his avatar out, which he has 5 energy. He'll be able to hard cast it.
Yeah.
I know without having the Jimmies, it's a lot harder.
Few arrivals and you'll get there, no problemo.
And those asking how Tom loses board, Android 13, good old trucker hat. I know it's hard to see in the camera. We'll get Eric to move his stuff for next game a little bit farther back, but
its effect is basically destroying 2 cards, isn't it, on his side of the field?
Yep. At the start of your opponent's turn, they choose 2 of their cards and KO them, basically.
Very, very good card.
Yeah, for an arrival, 1 green energy, yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, 20k double strike as well, nothing to sniff at. Definitely for anyone out there that's building a successor deck or has any interest in it, I would definitely get them while they're still relatively cheap. Because I do think that card is way better than what its price is.
Oh, yeah. What are those even going for right now?
I know in Europe they're like 9 to 10. I don't know what it's like in other places. They're still pretty cheap on our end. Definitely a super good card. I mean, any arrival that does as much as that does for 1 energy is pretty insane.
Well, let's see. Eric here using the Draw Ape. Yep.
Pot agree, draw 2.
Yeah, a little more expensive than pot. Yeah, the non-broken pot agree.
Yeah.
Now, is he doing the Ribrian also? He's like, I'm gaining 2, you're losing 2. No, he's doubling down. He's just like, I need a hand.
He's really stocking up. So he's got to be searching for. He's got to be searching for something. Whether he's searching for Big Bug Boy, we don't know.
Yeah.
Getting ready for next turn.
He must have a Nimbus or some kind of negate in his hand. I don't know what energy color he has stood up there.
I'm not
it's hard to tell under his arm, but it's green. So he can't Nimbus.
Rosy, yeah.
He knows, so everything will come into rest from the Surge effect.
So I imagine
just,
from Tom's
clarification on
perspective,
that ruling.
if you can get out an
The
Android
beginning,
16
Fox first,
that
and
can
then
bring out a
Rock.
burn for free, and just burn him to 1, and then just swing with leader and try and go all in with leader.
That could be. 100% could be. Or try to go all in with leader first, make him feel safe, and then burn.
Yeah, also true. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Be
Definitely
like,
the
I
better
can
way to
take
go around
this.
it.
Yeah.
Problem is, I don't think maybe Tom would go for that because I think Eric's a bit too good of a player to he'd realise what's going on.
That's true. He is going leader first, but
So shocking death ball, yeah. So he did have the negate. Completely forgot he was running shocking death ball.
Oh, there we go. At Kaioken cards, you don't just get peak gameplay, you also get sound financial advice. Yes, exactly. 100% what this is. Oh, there we go. Got the unison out there. That's that can swing.
Yep, definitely that can swing. 100%.
It can also -2, or sorry, he did the +2 on it, didn't he? Yeah, he played it for 2, +2.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, he could have played it for more markers, but
True.
at that point, he'd to get the -4, he'd have to tap out, which is a bit. It's way too risky for someone
risky.
like Tom.
Yeah, risky if he did have another shocking death ball to pull sparking this time.
Exactly.
That would be probably a game loss.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, some people might do that, but again, could just have Chomper.
Very true. Very true. He could be digging for that Champa.
Yeah, which is if he's using a super combo, he's either got it or looking for it. I think this is going to decide it. I mean, I know that Eric drew cards and let Tom minus cards from hand.
Okay, he's untapping.
Or he could just dump a load on Unison and then arrival out the burn anyway. So I think he's got him both ways to Sunday.
How many energy does he need for the burn? Is it even in his energy? Oh,
and there it is. Yeah, so no Chomper's just going to bring that out. And then just bring out a burn as well. Yeah, and there it is. So couldn't get through with the leader swing, but obviously Eric can't really do anything about the Unison.
Yes, he has to crit a life and then get rid of Trucker Hat, right? Too. He gets to get rid of one of his cards on the field. Or is it just life?
Yeah. Yep. So crit life, 1 on board. Yep.
This might be it. He's got 5 energy. He's got all his energy open.
I want to say that's 14, 24, 29, 39, 49. So that's 49 on Unison. So
yeah, that's game.
Yep, that's a scoop. Whoa, very nice there. Very nice from Big Money Tom.
Yeah, I think that's the first EU win, game 1. Okay. Hey, we might have a new champion here.
Okay, guys.
Send me those second decks.
We wait for bated
before you
breath
release
for
the next
Gohan
year's
Wish.
piece,
We wait for bated breath.
Once he says you guys are good, then I will let you know that you guys are okay.
See, either way, we will be
But go ahead
hopefully
and talk.
getting it.
I'm sorry for disturbing you guys.
Oh, Jay, if you also get Eric to back up his mat a little bit, most of his cards were cut off at the top there.
Yeah, it was just a tad hard to say.
I don't know if you heard us there.
No, I did not hear you.
Could you tell Eric to back up his mat like a little bit, or pull his desk back a little bit if he can, just because it is a little hard to see the cards he had at front. Like Android 13 was like half cut off.
Yeah, I'll make sure that he plays the cards a bit further back.
Okay, let's see. I got Eric's deck, and now let's see what is Tom's next deck. Tom, I better see it. God, I hope Tom's running Gohan next.
He's thinking, now, do I play properly with Cell Surge, or do I go with a Gohan Wish?
Yeah, let's see it. Yes! Okay, they're ready. They're ready to go.
Ready? Okay, you guys can reveal your leaders. Yeah, you can go ahead and do your card swaps before you start. As this is the final match, there's no time limit because of the final match. I don't.
Both players laughing and joking as well. You love to see it.
First place match.
Two top tier players looking like they're having a whale of a time.
Yep. Come on, I just want to see it. I know he's putting the cards into it.
Is that the... Yeah, that's a custom Blue Baby leader.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's going to be Blue Baby versus...
Well, he's taking decks. He's taking cards out of the deck he just used, so it can't be green, yellow, Surge. Well, technically green card, blah blah, but whatever. He's playing the Shenron Gohan. This is what I came to see. I want to see this deck. Oh, the actual Mad Lad did it.
Yeah, guys, you'll love it. As a Wish enthusiast, it gets my seal of approval.
Yeah, rest in peace, Child's Wish. Rest in peace, Wish leaders.
Goddamn Bandai. Spoiling us Wish players' fun.
Yeah, they could have just... And same with World Peace, they could have just banned Gogeta first before that. But no. They had a rod of World Peace to being useless.
Hey guys, look. Nothing wrong with World Peace. Nothing wrong with Porunga. Nothing wrong with Super Shenron.
Nope.
Those decks did nothing wrong.
Super Shenron a little bit. Okay, Super Shenron was pushing it.
No.
Super Shenron was pushing with that BS Porunga. My favorite iteration of that was having a Bergamo lockout version and then just waiting till turn 8 and playing Victory Strike off Porunga's effect.
Beautiful.
That was crispy because like, what the hell, man? You drop Victory Strike in the drop. It's like, buddy, just wait. Just wait until.
Just wait. Yeah, I just love the toolbox of Shenron decks. It's some of the most fun I've ever had in the game.
Oh yeah, and debatably that Gohan being one of the weakest of the Wish leaders when it came out. I want to see how this works here.
Yeah, I mean getting that crit and power boost is pretty good, but untap 3 energy, it's nothing to sniff at, guys. Nothing to sniff at. Do hope one day the Bandai will remake these mono-colored Wish leaders.
Well, they got a little sneak peek with that Wish leader there. The black one, maybe.
Dipping the toes.
Hey, maybe they'll go nuts. Multicolor Wish leaders, multicolor Unison, set 15. Calling it here.
Just gimme, Bandai, gimme.
I don't know. Another really cool Wish leader. Another one while they're setting up that I had was the yellow Dende Wish leader with the set 2 cooler stuff. So your Child's Wish, you set your Child's Wish into Secret Evolution cooler on turn 2. So turn 3 you can play the 7 drop, and then you can play the Tournament of Power freezes from the Tournament of Power set that they can't counter unless they peel a life.
Crit a life.
Yeah, and so you just play one of those every turn. You can also play the red Frieza's Army Secret Rare. Oh, that was probably one of my favorite decks I've ever played. Just because, like, what's going on? Especially at that time, Ramp Gogeta was a big thing. So, it's like, oh, I gotta swing into Veku? Oh, don't worry, I don't need to swing. I'm just gonna set up 3 freezes here so that when you want to use that Veku effect, you have to burn 3 life. You have to burn 3 life to the drop. So, is it worth it, buddy?
Yeah, you'd be surprised how many people, when you ask them, are like, what's some of the favorite decks you've ever played, and pretty much Wish pretty much always comes up. Just how fun it is that you could be really creative. You just had a skeleton of Shenron.
Yeah, that's what I loved.
Play your what? Yep.
That's what I loved. That's what I loved about the Shenron stuff, especially reviving old sets with stuff like that.
Yeah, like old cards that were unplayable and then they were good with Shenron.
Yeah, it's like this 3 cost 15k that needs to start a chain. Oh wait, I can play it a turn earlier, or I can play it for free with my Wish.
Yep. So it's going to be interesting here. I don't know if he's gone. There's 2 different versions to this Wish Gohan deck. There's a mono blue version, there's a blue yellow version. So it's going to be interesting to see which one he does.
Well, that didn't answer any of our questions there.
He's got 2 balls to start with. It's pretty good since he can only search 1 off the leader.
Which he probably guaranteed is running the booster that sends 3 directly to the drop, or
yeah, I think he's running the Great Saiyaman, yeah.
And there we go. The best thing about wish leaders, looking at your life, knowing what is garbage and what's not.
Knowing what's in your life, exactly. Knowing if you've lost the game from turn one.
Yeah, that was the fun thing about playing wish leaders too. Be looking at your opponent.
Life?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, it'd be like, yeah, you got anything higher than 5 balls life? It's like, okay, we're going to game 2.
Yeah. Game 2. Scoop. So he's playing the 1-drop Goten. Just a 1-drop 10k at the end of turn, it bounces back to hand. Oh, match go up. Good old free 15k negate. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that in baby.
Yep.
Completely fine.
They already had the free 10k with Overlord. I'm coming from this, and that's like the only meta-relevant deck I have is a baby deck.
Yeah. Baby's still insane.
Yep.
So, taking that leader swing. Then probably going to take this 15k swing as well. Doesn't have enough sparking to use his super combo, so yep, taking another one.
Yep, passing turn. And I do see that Great Saiyan Man, which... You know what? For being a 3 cost, I think that card is ridiculous. Especially mono blue.
Yeah, that card doesn't really see that much play, but yeah, it's definitely a quality card. So there you see his unison of choice. Frieza and Cell.
Now we're talking Frieza and Cell, match made in hell. Greatest unison name there is.
Yeah, yep, 2 of the best characters on it. What more love.
Yep.
So get to play some 1-drops here, so... Be very interesting to see what 1-drops he plays. I mean, I know, but I'm not going to spoil the pure spice that he's got. I won't spoil your chat.
Almost 40 people in chat too. Everyone's here for the finals. I love it.
Gotta love it. Main event time. The big money match.
Oh, of course.
All the Timbits.
Oh, yes. Which, hey, Tom's in the lead right now. If he pulls through, that's going to be a healthy payout for the EU fans. Okay. Let's see here. He's playing down the 4-drop counterplay, I believe. Or, sorry, 3-drop counterplay.
Diabolic Parasite, maybe?
Yeah, I think Diabolical or something Parasite. Restands in energy, yep, and that's the
Saiyaman
booster. Yeah, going right to the bottom.
Unfortunately, oofed right to the bottom. So just ditching the Goten there.
Yep.
So he now has Sparking as well in the drop area, so he's all good to go with his Sparking super combo. I think it's just Eric explaining the rest of the text on the Baby Vegeta card.
Yep.
I believe it's the one with Overlord, right?
Yep. Overlord, yep, 19k, and 3-drop restands 1 when it's played. Or, sorry, when you counterplay. Doesn't even need to be played.
So, going in for a swing here, 19. If Tom's got a super combo, he'll probably use it here, especially with being on 4 life. Makes the most sense, do a 1-for-1. He might not have super combos if he's taking this.
He's on 3 life.
Big goof chat. Give Tom your energy.
Baby Unison out. 7 life on the baby side. Swinging 15k again. Come on, I want to see this Gohan take off. I want to see what it can do.
Eric just playing out stuff. He's not having a care in the world. He's loving life at the moment.
Oh, Kami! I haven't seen that in a little while.
Yeah. No super combos still if he's chucking out 2/5s. It's unfortunate. Well, I want to say he's got 4 balls in the drop area. So as we can see there, he's also charged the Desire extra card. Call of Justice.
Looks like he's swinging with the leader there.
He's going to be searching now. I believe that puts him to 5, so he's probably going to play the 2-drop.
If he has it.
Try and finish off just so he can awaken.
Because one of them did get bottom decked.
Yeah. He might play Assemble. I believe this build has Assemble the Squad. Don't know if he took it out or not. Just to get one out of deck. He's tapping 1. So he's playing the Kai that you bottom deck a card when you play counterplay, I believe.
Yep.
Used to see quite a lot of play. Not so much play now, but a few formats ago it was played quite a bit.
2 of them.
Oh.
He's just like, yeah, I know you're playing, baby, buddy.
Eric there with a good grin there. He's taking a quick swig of his water. He knows what's going down. So he wants to punish the baby as much as possible here. So it doesn't seem that he doesn't want to tap 2 to risk playing the Saiyaman. He's probably just going to try and wait it out. Hopefully get another turn. Hopefully.
It is blue. He does have access to Dimension Magics.
Senzu Beans.
Sensu Beans, yep.
Yep.
He does have a healthy hand too, so hopefully he can still survive this turn.
Oh, when he's just played, I believe that's the Piccolo and Gohan.
Yep, bottom decks 2 things, 3 or less.
Yep, that's brutal. Quite surprised not more baby lists play that. I think it's incredible removal for 1 energy.
Yeah, in my personal baby deck, I run that as a 2 of.
Yeah, I think
some
it's
matchups,
just such a great tech card.
Yeah, some matchups it's completely useless, but with baby you can cycle to the bottom of your deck with either the field or your super combos, but in matchups like that where it completely hinder baby, that was perfect time to use it.
Yep, definitely. So Tom's got quite a big hand, but you know Eric can just keep pinching away at his hand with swings. So there's the Senzu Bean, so it puts his leader up to 15.
Yeah, not being awakened is hurting him.
Yeah, it does hurt. Again, it's very, very hard to awaken with these leaders early unless you get lucky and get a lot of, at least 3 to 4 balls in hand first turn.
It's true, Gohan doesn't want to rip off those sunglasses just yet.
Yeah, he doesn't want to rip off the shades just yet. The light's too bright.
Someone get Eric a code. I think it's cold in the Shadow Realm. Okay, still betting on Thomas' match. Okay, negating with the max power and sending 4 to the warp to get it back to hand for next turn.
Max power. Will that card ever be bad? I don't think so.
I don't think so. Being non-specified and being a negate and the pop. Yeah, it's
and recur.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is an extremely good card. Against Baby, not as good for the pop effect. Baby is usually playing exactly the cost he has.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless it's on the opponent's turn, but when it gets to his turn anyway, I don't know.
So charging a great Saiyaman though, so he's got 4, so hoping maybe you can get to 5, maybe 6 Dragon Balls and then perhaps Dragon Radar. There's a couple of options you can do this year in my deck to sort of filter and draw cards. Yep. See what he can do to try and grab the last few balls remaining.
So if he is swinging, that should be his 6th ball, so that means he probably does have Dragon Radar, and that's why he charged the Saiyaman.
Yep. So he could just use the Dragon Radar to draw 2 and hope to draw a Dragon Ball, but if he does, he'll probably play it and just search top 7 to get a Desire and a Dragon Ball.
Oh, there's one of them.
So tapping 3, so there we go. There is the Great Saiyaman.
Barrier, blocker, deflect.
Every tag in the game,
So-
slap it on a card.
Some roadhead. I don't know. You get everything with that card. Like, holy. And revenge as well. Don't forget that
Yeah.
part. And if he...
Oh, and it's blue, restand energy.
Yep. Oh, he didn't. He didn't. Oh, no.
That's brutal. He's not seeing any filter cards. This is brutal.
He could have played the 2-drop. Yeah, because he only had 1 energy up. He wouldn't have been able to counterplay that.
Yeah, I don't think there's any 1-drops that would be able to do it. Well, desperate measures, but I doubt that
Yeah.
maybe Dex playing desperate measures.
Yeah.
Maybe you just feel safer that he's got the Saiyaman as a blocker and he's got good cards in hand.
That might be what it is.
Okay, so there's the super combo.
Finally finding one of those.
Yeah, they'll come clutch this turn, definitely.
Can't take this. My brain is melting. Okay. Hey, Tom's still hanging on. 3 life to,
He's
I believe,
hanging on.
6.
Yeah, I believe it's 3 to 6.
Oh, Intersecting Fates, the classic blue card here.
Yep. Very, very surprised that doesn't see as much play as it deserves. You see it here
Yeah.
and there. but
Baby,
that
baby,
card
I
is
think it should be a 4 of. Baby should be
Yeah,
a 4 of.
it's
That
free,
really
it's free.
makes your deck smaller, gets rid of the stuff you don't need to the bottom. Like,
Yeah. You don't reveal to the card to the opponent, which is insane.
yep, it's any card you want.
Yep. We all know how good Goten was.
Yep, and way back when Time Patrol Trunks, which
Yeah.
does still see a tiny bit of play, but that Bardock has overshadowed it. The 4
Yep,
drop.
immensely. Yeah. So it's all going to depend on this turn. If Tom can get through to the next turn with his awakened turn, I don't know if Eric runs. I don't know if Eric runs Baby Hatch, but if he has Baby Hatch, it'll obviously be able to shut down Tom's turn.
Yep,
But,
but
I'll
at
tell you
least
that
we can see what Awaken.
Yeah, exactly. If he awakens, I'm telling you, and he's got the desires in hand, you can see some shenanigans. There's no doubt about that. I've seen him 5-0 people. It can be done.
Oh, looks like it is passing his turn. Another Great Saiyaman.
Okay, boys, here we go.
Time to finally awaken. Turn 5. You don't see it that often.
Yeah, turn 5? What's turn 5?
Especially being unawakened on that turn.
So he's going to swing
Yeah.
here.
That baby unison stacked with markers there. Yep, there's the Gohan.
So the main problem with this is that if he managed to get the ball beforehand, he would be able to get the leader awakened, which helps with giving it the ultimate wish of being able to swing 30k crit and then just restanding it with the Call of Justice Desire. But obviously he didn't see the ball, so he has to do the swing first,
Yep.
which is quite relevant, especially if he's doing the ultimate wish this turn, which I imagine he is. You might as well just go gung-ho with it.
He will have to be bottom decking a card now when he swings. Due to that baby Gohan, but... There we go, he's got his wish.
Eric definitely seeing the funny side of it.
Yep. Everyone's spamming
So-
balls in the chat, yep.
There you go.
Oh,
Playing the
Borgos.
Borgos, yep. Bit of that blue hate.
Blue hating on blue. Might as well play the other Borgos too, let's just go nuts.
Yeah, as many as you've got, just filter.
Yeah.
Play as many as you can. So he's got a couple of plays he can go for here. He's obviously got Call of Justice available to restand his leader. He's got his leader wish if he wanted to do his ultimate. You know, we can use a Desire for free. There's a couple of Desires at his disposal. Could play another Great Saiyaman or stack up on the Ball Ghosts. A lot of options available.
Very true. Let's see what it is. He's just passing. Okay, he's...
Yeah.
4 energy.
He must have a lot of negates in hand if he's passing on 4 energy.
And it looks like it is a mono blue version of the deck, so not
Yeah,
looking at any
definitely.
rivals or anything like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Could possibly have Ultra Instinct, Goku to bounce stuff back, Unstoppable. But that will be using all of his energy. Highly doubting that.
Yeah, definitely. So it looks like he's going to start swinging here. So that Gohan is a 25k.
Mm-hmm. Gets only
Not a
one
bad
swing though.
swing.
Because
Yep,
it is
not a bad
servant.
swing.
But he does have an Overlord target on the board to
Yep,
filter his
so-
deck.
25k swing, draw a card. Not bad at all.
Unless he does, you know, waste the revenge here. It wouldn't be a complete waste. Stop him from a draw, but he does have, what, 6 energy? A lot of scary stuff can come from that.
Yeah. Well, there's definitely many things that Eric can do, so Tom's just going to have a little think about it. He's just thinking about what he wants to do here. You can clearly see that he's thinking about doing that play that's just been mentioned, but...
Yeah, he's thinking about it because it is turn 6. He can go into the 5-drop Ape and then just bottom deck something ignoring barrier anyway.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So he's choosing to negate. Oh, and there it is.
Yeah. So forcing out the baby.
And I think that blocker is going to go straight to the bottom of the deck. That's probably what he's choosing. But he will have... No, he didn't restand, so it's not triggered by Borgos. But, yep. That is rough.
Yep.
Does the Bargo still proc?
No, it has to restand for the Borgos to proc, I believe.
Oh, okay, yep. Alright.
Yeah, if you just, like, if you tap for it and don't restand, then Borgos doesn't trigger. You have to untap, I believe. I believe that's how it's worded.
Yeah, so Dimension Magic and Revenge Big Bang are the 2 big targets, or the baby counterplay.
He's taking it there.
2 life left. There is a triple strike on board, 30k. A Unison still there as well.
So swing a mid leader here. Just drawing a card.
Okay, going Dimension Magic.
Still, all these years later, one of the best negates in the game.
Oh, of course, came out set 5. The other ones, yeah, After Image, I think, has been completely replaced by the new Cybermen one now.
Yeah, time
The
magic's just
time-
whatever.
Yeah, Time Magic is very few situations that it's actually useful. And then Dimension Magic and Shocking Death Ball are the only 2 you see.
Sorry? What's the question?
Yeah, well, and Power Burst as well.
Oh, sorry, yeah, Power Burst did come the
Yeah.
same time as well. Power, I'd say Dimension, Power, then Shocking. For
Yeah,
order
definitely.
of use.
Yeah, Shocking's still good, but obviously it's just overshadowed immensely by
Give me
Hit,
1 second,
dormant
and I
potential.
will get back.
Yeah.
But with situations where you're using a leader like Cell Surge, you know, you'll see Shocking Death Ball a bit more. So it looks like he's got a good board set up. just whittling away at the resources that Tom has. Tom obviously having the negate that gets a blocker.
Oh, chat's going shuttle for Game Set Matt there. Stream regular for winning Dragon World Store Championship. Congratulations. Came just in time to watch. Gable taking a sip of water there. Refreshing. I like the tuxedo deck box there as well.
Looking right and dapper.
Yep. And yeah, of course, chat. Time Wizard. I can't really do a Joey Wheeler voice, but close
Yeah,
enough.
Joey Wheeler, Time Wizard.
Hey, Yog.
Hey, yo.
Okay, so,
So I
I
think
got
they-
in touch with a level 2 judge.
Must be a dispute
So
going on here.
The counter effect still goes off, but the baby would go straight to the drop.
Not quite sure what went on with that interaction.
I think he was trying to counter, and then
Oh,
he was
the
wondering if he
negate.
could play the ape because of the unique skill cost, which he can't, so he doesn't get the extra draw. And
Okay.
is that game? Looks like we're going to game 3.
Yep. Game 3, boys. And Tom even had 3. He had the 3 Call of Justices in hand.
Yeah.
Could have gone 4 times with the next turn, but it is what it is, boys. It is what it is.
Yeah. We know what the last leaders are. Let's get
Yep,
this show on the
so-
road.
Yep. Definitely.
And arguably, this could be the 2 leaders that they're, I'd say, most famous for here. First Fight Night, and the second one, Tom Smith bringing Cell Surge and wrecking face with it.
Yeah.
And Eric stylizing that launch setup there. I'm wondering.
So we know what the last leaders are. Viewers
Tommy's
know what the last leaders
Tommy's
are. You
definitely an
guys can look it up
Android
real
boy
quick
at heart.
already.
Yep.
Moving
Well,
more
let's-
onto Android 16, obviously, but
Yeah.
you know, I mean, Cell Surge is he absolutely loves Cell Surge.
But we got to see here. This is the final match. Who's taking it? Let's see that chat go
Who's
wild.
taking it? Go on, boys.
One
Want to see
game-
that pop in the chat?
One game to see who's the champion and who's going to be spending the rest of their life in the Shadow Realm.
It's all on the line. And 27,000 tidbits on the line.
Yeah, very true. The most important of all this.
So I believe Tommy's playing pretty much an identical version to Eric's Cell Surge. Ratios might be a bit different, but I think it's pretty much the same.
Going for the Maidens package kind of deal.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's the Maidens package with the Trucker Arrival, if I remember correctly.
So different than the other Cell Surges he has been running.
Yeah, I think he switched to that. I know that he was when a lot of people started using it, he was a real big fan of it, and I did talk to him a while about saying that you should give it a bash. So I know he's done testing with it. So we'll see if this is the build that he's comfortable with, or if he did end up swapping. It's going to be hard to tell, but
Yeah, let's
we'll see
see.
as we go on the final match. Launch versus Cell Surge. What do you think you're going to go for on this one to take it out?
I don't know. It depends what launch he's using, because I know he has updated launch to stray a little. Still go with some Arrival stuff, but basing more on unison play is what he was talking about. I think that was at the 3 mana circuit. He was running that instead and did come out first. But I don't know. We'll see if he goes the aggro, like super aggro with alliance and all of that,
Yeah,
will the Cell
yeah,
Surge be able to keep up?
Yeah, definitely agree. So there we see he's charged Rosie. Amazing SR right there. But yeah, I think this matchup definitely comes down to the type of launch that Eric's playing. I think again, yeah, as you said, if he's playing the Green-Red Alliance, where he's just swinging face with Piccolo and bringing out a lot of free guys,
Yeah,
it's gonna be hard for Tom.
Cell Surge can't. I don't think can really have a good start until at least turn 3, being able to go down to the wire.
Yeah.
All depends on what he does right here. Let's see. Draws.
So he's charged
Still
his
alive.
Violent Rays, and then that's a TP promo.
Yeah, you can already see how much more comfortable he is, and that is a rival fodder there.
Yeah,
He has a green and a red.
He's just going like a robot at the moment. So he's got the Dispo there as well. Another good card. And then I believe that's also another TP that was flipped up in life.
Yep.
So using the Dispo, play the TP promo. He's working it like a charm at the moment, just going full mechanic at the moment. Is that intensifying Power Trunks, Self-Awakener?
Yeah, he hasn't even looked. Yeah, I think this may be his newest iteration of the launch.
Definitely very interesting.
Yeah, he doesn't even have to look at the cards he's pulling. He knows what it is.
Yep, fully
You can tell he's-
automated. He knows what he's doing.
Seeing he's much more confident with this. Of course, that's another thing with Fight Night too, is you want to see how good people are with multiple decks. If you can run just one deck, who the hell cares?
Yeah, exactly. And as we can see there, that he's charged the Ribrian in the energy, so it does look like he's going with the maiden version.
Yeah, and Christian, to answer your question, Jay's got it right there. No time, it is the final match, so we don't need to wait for anybody after. We want to make sure this game is over.
Yep.
Not due to some time restraint.
Yep. So there it is. There's the Bardock Unison.
Bardock, okay, see, now we're speaking my language here.
Bardock Unison is going to put in some work in this matchup, especially with launch doing all of its comboing, since Bardock can get rid of a combo.
Yeah, that's exactly what he wants out there.
Definitely.
Oh, you got
Gonna be some very important interactions with it.
You got some rival pieces there? Yeah, get him out of here.
He's going to swing with the launch here. Obviously, this is the flip side, so he's got the back side, so he's got 10k. So swinging into the Unison, so he's going to swing Intensifying Power Trunks into the Unison as well. Probably going to just try and get that Unison off board. He knows how much it can deteriorate his combos on his turn. Very much an anti-launch Unison. He's going to tap 2 here.
Playing his own Unison.
He's at the... Oh, it's the
Piccolo
SPR
Jr.
Piccolo. I got a bit confused there with the artwork. Yep, Piccolo Unison. I mean, +1 to draw a card. Any day of the week, please.
Yep. I think Tom is happy, though, that he is swinging into Bardock. He is wasting his swings on him.
Definitely.
Giving Tom time to breathe and set up his board.
Yep, pretty much. I mean, it's a win-win for him. Bardock lives, or Bardock takes all the attacks for him.
He is at 1 marker, so no chance for the Frieza now. Okay, flipping a life. Another one of those launch.
Another launch. So
actually, that's the SR, right? Yeah, that's not the winner one, but...
So that's the SR, but he's getting all of his launches, and obviously when launch is just seeing launch after launch after launch, it's just constant pluses. You know, not another deck in the format can really get as much pluses as it can when it just gets launched back to back to back. So much value.
Oh, the chat there going, Eric knows his match like the back of his hand. I think this may be the Cell Maidens player here. Given his 2 cents in about this matchup. Yeah, he is the Cell Maidens.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for Tom to do, but if there's a person playing Cell Surge that could overcome this, my money would be on Tom.
Yeah, the baby, let's go. Let's go.
I'm just looking at all of his options there. So he's going to pay the 2 for the Ape, just to draw 2. Just going to try and fill up his hand, try and filter through some cards, see what answers he can find. Sees it a bit better at the situation than using Ribriand to make the opponent discard 2. Definitely the better pick, especially this early on in the match.
Well, apparently Folklore, Tom wears gloves when he knows he's gonna lose. I don't see no gloves on Tom. There we go, passing turn. He did get himself to turn 3.
So from the looks of things, obviously apart from the Dispo, but you're not really paying green for him, it looks to be a mono-red version?
He did have the green Dispo there, but
yeah,
besides that, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you're not paying green for Dispo.
Yeah, so
But then again,
know.
he might just not see his rivals, since he can obviously easily combo with a Dispo. Definitely very interesting. Something again that these are the type of things that Tom has to think about. You know, is he just playing the Dispo to play the 1-drop, or is he playing a rivals and he just hasn't seen them yet?
Perfect. Bumbloops again, thank you for the 100 bits. Yeah, let's go Tom. Cheering Tom there, I see it.
Gotta back up the boy Tom.
Both look like they have pretty thick hands there.
Yeah.
Not taking the life.
Yeah. Both just building up books in the hand. They just want to see as many cards, see as many options as they can. Both these decks, you know, they can take a multitude of different pathways. Especially with the amount of filtering that Launch has. I mean, Eric's probably got about 14 cards in hand, to be honest.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, I think the last time I played against Launch, at one point, that a Launch player had like 18 cards in hand, something like that.
Yeah, that's typical launch players.
Yeah, just, you know, 18 cards in hand. So there's Jimenez in the drop area. So just Eric strategically whittling away at Tom's resources, just playing the grind game. You know, this matchup's very resource reliant, so he's using the Bardock there, the free overwhelm, 20k swing, and just more filter draw 2, ditch 1. So ditching the Beerus, free play Beerus, free 15k swing.
Yep. Yeah, it looks like the green cards he is using in this deck are
Just free.
purely free plays.
Yeah, so it doesn't look like it. Just looks like mono red, just with free good stuff, I guess. Which isn't, well, you know, which isn't wrong. I've definitely seen a lot more launch players talk about maybe going back to like a mono red style is going to be better going forward. You know, it's hard to disagree. I do quite like the Piccolo from Draftbox though. I think that card's insane.
Oh, of course.
But just Eric again, just, you know, wants to filter, draw as many cards as possible, free play cards, and then whittle Tom's hand down with free plays. It's a strategy tale as old as time. I believe that's a shocking death ball. You can get rid of the intensifying power trunks.
Okay, swing with the launch.
I've also realised that the first 4 life for Eric have all been launch cards.
Yep.
Two promos and 2 SR.
Yep. They've been
Insane
exactly what he
value.
wanted them.
Yep, exactly. Insane value.
Oh, is this true? Has Johnny been signed? Chat's going, sign Johnny. Did they make it happen?
Who signed him? Signed him.
I don't
Johnny?
know. We're finding out. Did Deck Planet do it?
I don't know. Have we got spaces? Who knows? I don't know.
Well, we're gonna see. It's either that or Turn to Stone is just BS in here. Hashtag confirmed. Look at that.
A free agent Johnny No More.
Free agent no more. Look at that. Fight Night getting people on teams.
So even with whittling down his hand with 3 attacks, you can just see Tom still has a small novel in his hand. I believe he still has an ape in his drop area as well, so he could just draw another 2 cards.
Yeah, I think he does there.
Yeah.
Everyone cheering Captain.
I can't quite remember if he plays a whole playset of the Paragon Super combo or if he plays 1 or 2 Jiro, because then obviously he can just ditch another ape into the drop area, or a Ribrian.
And have stuff for the arrival. I'd suspect it'd be 2 and 2.
Yeah.
Especially if he is running the trucker hat, he wants something.
Yeah. So there's the ape in the drop area as well. I expect him to use it this turn. I think he's just playing the resource game.
Yep, there we go.
Makes the most amount of sense at this point of the game. So it's going to be a super grindy matchup, but that's, Tom just had to get through the first rocky few turns. As soon as he gets turn 3 onwards and he has a lot of energy to play with, Soul Surge is right in the fight. So there's a Demigray using, and the free arrival combo, 13 and 14, I believe. And he's just using them for the fodder for Surge. There you go, Eric having a good laugh there. He knows what's coming. There we go, Bardock again, re-establishing the unison.
Okay. Okay, what effect is he taking? Is he going all rest mode? Or is he sniping a card?
Looks like all rest mode. Yep, no, he's done no sniping, so looks like it's rest mode. So I imagine that Tom's strategy for this is going to be to just whittle down as many cards from his hand, and then next turn do a bunch of Ribrians and the Soul Surge and make him discard about 3 to 5 via sniping.
That sounds about right. Yeah, Ribrian, if he gets a 1-drop on board, like, a lot of snipe potential there.
Yeah, definitely.
Still a huge hand by DBM's Eric there. So, yeah, at least above 10 cards there.
Yep.
And he is passing turn, 2 energy up. All battle cards will be coming in play in rest mode for the turn for Eric.
So the main thing that Eric's obviously got to think about is that, well, again, most stuff's going to be entering in rest mode, but if he does play something that has a really good effect while staying on board, he's going to have to think about whether or not to play it, because obviously the freezer count play is going to be live with having a Bardock unison. That's going to be an interesting play on his part. Kind of just imagine Eric to just swing with stuff on board and just combo, draw some more cards and probably pass turn.
Okay, swing with
Beerus Sama.
Yep.
So comboing the Bulma.
Flipping.
I can't tell what that is. Is that a Dispo? I think it's a Dispo.
I think that is a Dispo.
You know, you've played this game too much when you can tell them and you can't really even tell what the art is, but you can still tell what the card is.
Yeah. Like, it's kind of purple. Beerus is on the field. I'm like, probably Dispo.
Probably Speedy Boy Dispo. So I'd be surprised if he chucks a bit more. He might go a bit tall, but I imagine just to keep it at 20. Just make him ditch a 10k. Essentially forces just to fish out super combos. But going tall isn't a bad option here, especially if he has a Chomper in hand. You know, he has a bigger hand than Tom, so just being able to put Tom down to 1 life and making everything fatal could be the tide that he needs to turn in this matchup. No, just taking the 1. So now anything's lethal if he has a Chomper in hand.
Yeah.
Which I imagine is the strategy. If he's going to swing with Unison, he better have a negate. Better have a shocking death ball. Otherwise it could be game.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no negate. Here we go.
No
if
negate,
he's got a
this is gonna be
Chomper,
rough.
yeah. If he has a Chomper, I think it's game. I don't think there's any way Tom's comboing out of what's probably going to be like 120, 140. Could be something like that.
No? Is that the end of the combo there? He gave him a nod like it was.
I'd be very surprised, especially with that many cards in his hand. They'd have to be super unlucky with that.
He must just not have a Champa. He has the energy for it, plenty. Yeah, it's defense step.
Wow. Very interesting. Yeah, imagine having that many cards in hand and not having a Chomper. That's wild.
Yeah.
But, you know, it does happen. Very interesting. So Tom being given a lifeline, as you can see him doing the prey hands. He's very thankful that he didn't have the Chomper there. Eric probably laughing, thinking to himself, you know, if I just had that Chomper, if I just had that Kai.
But he does have 4 cards on defense here.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's any way that Tom can win on this turn. He's just going to have to keep playing the resource game. Problem is that launch is just so far ahead on resources, especially in hand. It's going to be a hard task to overcome for Tom. But if there's one deck that can whittle down the hand from 18 to about 6 in 1 turn,
it would be Cell Surge.
Yep, Cell Surge Maidens, nothing to sniff at. So Tom just thinking about all the different situations he can take on this turn. I expect to see at least 1 or 2 Ribrians on this turn. I don't expect him to use the Ape, because I feel like if he's just going to keep using the Ape, he's going to lose on the on just card economy. At least by using the Ribrian, it forces some cards out of his hand, some potentially good cards. But with just so many in his hand, it's hard choices that Tom has to make. So just swinging with the Unison. So he's going to combo from the drop area with the SR, which is going to awaken the leader. So now that's a 15. So it's 15 to 15, and then just a 5k. There it is, just the Yamcha counterplay. Then drawing a card.
Looks like he's sending the Yamcha to the drop.
So essentially losing no cards from his hand. And just comboing the Trunks.
He's just gonna find a way to get that Unison out of being a problem so he can play that Jamise.
Yeah, definitely. You just see how tense these types of games are, you know, these are very, very, very grindy games, you know. Can't just go and make risky plays, you just, you know, you got to calculate every single play, you got to know every card in your deck. Very skill intensive. Tom's still thinking about plays that he can do here. It's, you know, he's really got to be grasping at straws at this point. So there we go. So he has to combo one just to play one, which you hate to see it, but
Yep.
he's got nothing else.
And
there's the Vegeta.
counterplay.
That's brutal. That is brutal. You know, the card that was arguably one of the top 3 cards in Surge format, no doubt.
Oh, of course.
But just doing such great play here. He's just playing the freezer afterwards to pop the Vegeta.
Now let's see what what he's gonna do off this. Still all combo phase.
Yep, so we can bring in something else, but if he's comboing one, I doubt he's going to have the third one in hand. Highly doubt that. No, he's just going to take the one. Eric will take that. It's just a free card in hand. Doesn't have any pressure. He doesn't have any successor on board for Celzino or anything. He hasn't got to worry about that.
And this isn't Sin Shenron. He can't pull it out with just 3 energy.
Yeah, he can't just, you know, not every deck can play Celzino turn 2. Tom here is looking... It's not looking great for Tom.
No. And yeah, people in chat saying the order of decks he should have maybe picked Cell second, probably would have 2-0'd. Is what people are saying here.
Yeah, I mean...
But he had to flex this Shenron.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. You know... If it was a major, if it was a regional, you know... You always try and, you know, try the absolute best, but especially for something like this, like, you know, a showcase, you know, he decided to put entertainment first. I can't,
oh, it's the
can't
best.
hate on him for that. Yeah, I think it's only going to be a matter of time now. Tom just thinking about, is there any way that he can get back into this game? But just with the energy available and cards in hand, there's just no way he can get through what seems to be a Tower of Babel in Eric's hand.
Yeah, and it just keeps getting larger.
I mean, look at that. I mean, if you counted that, that's probably about like 23. It wouldn't surprise me.
And another draw there, just continually cycling.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, he's probably got 4 super combos, 4 negates. He's got play sets of everything in hand.
Down to his last life.
Yep.
1 energy up.
Well,
Hard casting the Unison down, going for another swing.
yeah.
I have a funny feeling.
And the smart thing that he's doing here as well is just in case he might run Heroine's lineage, he's swinging with the Unison, playing it smart.
Well, I think he wouldn't. Did he use the surge effect this turn? Like the turn before, or was he already out of cards by then?
I think he was. I think he ran dry this turn. I don't think he used surge effect. Chat, do you remember? Did he use surge effect the other turn?
And that's it right there.
There it is,
Wow.
guys.
He saved the best deck for last, and it worked out for him, keeping his championship.
Big props to both players. Some intense high-level gameplay, especially this final game.
Well,
Tom. I don't think Tom played wrong at all. It's just Eric, an amazing player, and just launch, just being able to just keep constantly above 10, 15 cards in hand was just proved too much.
yeah, well, Tom will still be the king of marbles, but not the king of Fight Night. He will have to go to the Shadow Realm, of course. He's just saying his goodbyes to Eric there.
Yep. Well, as Tom goes to the Shadow Realm, don't worry, we've signed a new player, so it's all good.
There you go.
We the Tom replacement.
Good game, guys.
Okay, and then just get Eric to unmute us there so we can do our final interview.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Have a good one, man.
Eric, if you could unmute the shoutcasters, and then they will interview you.
All right.
Thank you, Tom. Tom.
Hey,
Perfect.
how's it going?
Perfect. You can hear us loud and clear?
Yeah, I'll turn up my volume a bit more. All right, we're good.
Perfect. Well, you did it. We thought you were on the back foot there, and then the launch going into the Cell Surge. Your chat here, it looks like a couple of teammates said you knew that matchup pretty well.
Yeah, I just because of Joseph, we do that matchup almost every week at our locals, or we just playing for fun. So like, I know the match just, especially when I saw Maidens, I was like, okay, I understand what the deck does, when I could kill it with aggro, and when I have to just float energy kind of thing.
And for that version of your launch deck, is that more mono red? You're looking more towards. I know you had the green cards, but they're basically free plays. I didn't see really any alliance like your first rendition at DBSL.
Yeah, I moved away from the alliance build because of pretty much Baby, Invoker, and Cell Surge. Those three decks were just, if you don't win the dice roll, you don't get Piccolo, so it just was a dead card in the deck. And green didn't really have much other cards other than the free play to really add to the deck, so I just stuck with free play, changed my arrival strat to the Beerus Champa because there's a lot of minus in the mono red version, so you could just arrival pop a lot of cards.
All right, and then so let's go back. Game one playing this is a very similar deck there, the Cell Surge Maidens. How did you feel behind piling that deck?
Feel like I let Joseph down. I didn't see the 1-drop. He told me that's the most important card to see. That and the 9-drop in your opener. I didn't see either of them. I kept one Punishing Passion, be just to pitch a card if to pitch. He told me like 16 doesn't draw on the backside, so I thought, okay, I'll try hand control. But then when on my mull back, I just drew like Punishing Passion, and I was like, okay, well, we're not doing the maiden combo, we're just sitting here trying to drop this hand. And it didn't work out because I was hoping to stabilize on turn 5 where I surge. The Android 13 takes care of its board, and I was really hoping he didn't have a Unison. That's why I Shocking Deathballed. I was like, his turn will end, and then I'll be able to hard cast Avatar for 5, and even though I don't have the surges, I could try to stabilize.
Fair enough. Do you got any questions for him, DH?
No, not really. Just some really well thought out plays. I could definitely tell during the launch game that just the way that he was just sort of reacting and just playing straight away, almost like a robot, just showed that you have complete mastery of launch. I also really appreciate just sort of the way that as soon as Tom was feel like he was kind of gravitating some stuff back, he was playing apes, draw two, you were just you didn't falter, you just stuck to the game plan and were just able to see it out. Just top quality performance all around.
Yep, thanks a lot.
Perfect. And then the only other thing there would be the baby. When going into baby matchup, how'd you feel him pulling out Gohan Shenron? Like, what was going through your head there?
I was honestly like, I remembered I thought it honestly was Scuffle Time Dende at first, but then it was like, wait, it's Gohan, so I was like, I was worried like of what route he was gonna go with, maybe the UI Crossworlds Goku, where if I don't negate I can't combo, or like he was gonna do Scuffle Time or some turbo aggro slap and knock on the leader. I didn't know what to expect, but he really bricked on the Dragon Balls, so
Yeah.
it kind of let Baby do its thing, right? The Baby is a really straightforward deck, I would say. You just sit back and wait for your opponent to do something.
No, yeah, perfect. Well, congratulations on retaining the DVSL crown there. It's your time. Shout out your team. Shout out whatever you like, and you also get $10 store credit to from our sponsor, The Upper Hand. And yeah, your time to shine.
Awesome. Yeah, so I'd like to thank my team DBM along with my sponsor 3 Mana. They're our local card store, probably like Upper Hand to you guys. Our home away from home. And yeah, all the players that keep playing in these fight nights, it's really cool. And I guess I could make a small announcement. We are doing, we're gonna have a promo video for it on Monday, but we're hosting a Dragon Ball Jeopardy. So it's like we're gonna have a couple streamers there, but we're gonna put an announcement for people to enter the Jeopardy. And it'll be one random community member we choose. So we're gonna have a promo video on Monday. You could keep an eye out in the Canadian groups or the discussion group. We'll explain there how you can enter. And there's gonna be awesome prizing. We're gonna be giving away Set 13 box, Battle Evolution box, and for the third place, we're gonna give away, I think, one of those expansion pack boxes with the 2 Dragon Ball promos.
Awesome. Oh, that's great to hear. Everyone go check that out, and thanks for coming by and defending the championship. It was great to watch.
Yeah, it was great. Thanks for having me, and have a good one, everyone.
You too.
Yep, no problem. Congratulations again.
Perfect. So we're nearing the end of the stream here. I believe these are the correct scores. Anybody can correct me here, but looks like NA took it away, and Eric did retain his championship. I know EU. I'm still on. You know what? I'm going on the EU side, saying I did like the decks better on the EU side, but hey, they were still all really good games, especially when you can bring a non-meta deck and slap face against the meta deck. But it was great fun with everything here. DH Saibatsu, amazing commentating. Great to have you here. If you want to shout out anything, plug your channel, all that, do it right now.
Awesome. So yeah, thanks again, guys. Thanks everyone here as well for just giving me the opportunity to commentate. It was a lot of fun. You know, I just really enjoy the game, and I really enjoy bringing what was hopefully some good commentary to the stream. Great matches, great people, great decks, just great everything. I'll keep it short and sweet. I'll just post in the chat just like my handles, like my.
I think it timed you out because of that. Here,
whoops.
I'll just send it to me so I can put it in, because I think unless you're a mod, it will auto destroy it from the Nightbot.
Okie doke. Right. There we go. And hopefully that one works. But yeah, just thanks again, guys. Just yeah, if you feel free, just more content. I'll be uploading a lot more content over the coming week. I took a bit of a break just because of my studies, so hopefully get back up on the grind again, and hopefully maybe in the future have another chance to do some commentary. I'd love it if the rest of you guys loved it. But yeah, just thanks for having me.
Oh, Bumblaloop, sorry to beat me to it. Well, thank you for stopping by, and of course, guys, check the About Me section. You'll find the YouTube channel where I do all the promos, and I do, you know, my kind of accent there, doing all the videos there. Obviously, love doing the streaming and commentating, but the videos is what I can mess with the most and have the most fun with as well, too. So please go check that out. Subscribe there. Also, check out our other sponsor, Dragon Ball Canada Card Game Group. So Christian Rice runs that. He did all the designs for today. Kind of gave me the puzzle pieces to piece this together so that you guys can enjoy this beautiful looking stream here. Also, yeah, thank you for co-commentator Pilgor, who had to step out. But go follow him on Twitch as well. He's been streaming Resident Evil the past. He's been doing a chapter a day, and I'm there with him, Backseat Gaming. So go give that man a follow as well too. And yeah, if you haven't followed already, of course follow. Thank you for all the followers as well as all the subscriptions today, and thank you guys all for coming out. But
Yep, thanks again, guys.
Thanks again. We'll see you next fight night. Keep posted to those Facebook groups. Go in the Discord, and the link will be sent out whenever we got an official date down. But it will be in June. So thank you guys all for coming out, and yeah, thanks to Grick. Yeah, donations. Same with Bumbleloops as well too. Amazing. I'm getting out of here. It's been a nice 7 hours. I need to go sit down on something else besides my computer chair. My ass hurts. Thank you guys for coming.